Hey Libra, what's up, what's good, what's happening? Welcome in, welcome back. This is going to be a general message for Libra, crosswatcher, honestly anybody that was drawn here. Take what fits your situation and leave what doesn't. If none of this hits home for you, like this is legit not your message, just try a different message, okay? It happens sometimes. If you got a series of readings that just aren't hitting, maybe come off tarot for a second and meditate. Sometimes your guides just want to talk to you privately. Anyways, Libra, I'm hearing that song that it chokes me up every time, so I'm just gonna, and I can't sing because I'm still like really sick, but it's that song, Spirit, how does it go? Spirit lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters in the presence of your... Oh, I can't. It's gonna make me cry. Anyways, yeah. So you are... You don't want to hurt. You're sick of the hurt. You're sick of the pain. Something about a grieving process possibly, or I just feel like you're in this energy of choosing gratitude. Yeah, that Three of Swords. You're choosing gratitude, Libra. Let's see what the cards say. I'm going to do a full Celtic cross spread, and I'm using the Naked Heart Tarot. Current energy, Six of Pentacles. Crossing is the Six of Cups. For some reason, the past is coming back up. Again, it could be grieving, right? Because that comes in waves. We all know how that goes. Sorry. But there's something about the past that's coming back up, or there's something about children, possibly your childhood, circling back around. Hearing Gen X, Gen Z. What's in the foundation for Libra? Please and thank you. Foundation for Libra. I just felt a tap on my back. I don't usually get touched during readings too often, so, ooh, there it is again. It almost feels like somebody wants to kind of put a hand on your back and rub, you know, how it's okay, it's okay. Interesting. The healing, I mean, well, the Star card, which, yes, has a lot to do with healing. It is the healing card, one of them. This is also about wishes, dreams. If you were going to tell me in high school that I was going to be on YouTube and that's what I was going to do with my life for a living, I would have laughed right in your face. I never thought I'd be able to put myself out there like that. I've been doing it for, I think, 6 years now, so it's whatever to me at this point, but something from your childhood that you were wishing for, that you were, maybe you couldn't have even imagined this. You couldn't have even dreamt this up if you wanted to, like if you planned it out, if you had time to think about it. And I feel like you're getting something, I really want to say larger than life here. And it does feel very emotional, but for some of you, it is physical. First card out here was a physical card. In the past, you've been growing. You've been growing a lot, honey. It's the Empress in this deck. You have so much love. Oh my gosh. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. You've had a lot of love to give, and you've loved a lot of people that just, if we're being 100% honest, they didn't deserve it. Sometimes you know that, but you still love them anyways. Because it's not about whether or not they deserve love, it's about whether or not they need it. That's what makes you different. You're going to make me cry whether I like it or not, aren't you? What's crowning for Libra? Please and thank you, Spirit. Maybe it's time to lay something to rest. Maybe it's time to not bring it back up again. This will be the one and only. Well, no, not one and only. I'm so sorry. This will be the last time that we touch this. Whatever this situation is, whatever this, well, was, right? Because we're talking about past. You're healing something from the past so much that it's not coming back up because your subconscious isn't registering that we still need to work on this, we still need to heal this, we still need to talk about this, it's done. I'm hearing finito finito, kaput, squash, zilch, nada. I'm hearing all of them, all the terms for zero. There's nothing left to work through here. This is a transition, and you are very well aware of that. Some of you might actually be experiencing those symptoms when you jump timelines. It feels so different. You know how we have chapters of our life, right? Oftentimes you'll think of when you were in elementary school, that could be a chapter. When you were in middle school and high school, those are all different. College, those are all different chapters of your life. Relationships could be chapters of your life. Places that you work at could be chapters of your life. You know what I mean? Hanging out with certain friend groups could be chapters of your life. But there is a chapter here from your past that for some reason comes back up, and it could just be you think about it quite often, and it's not going to be coming up anymore. It's not, and it's painful, but it's also beautiful. Like, there's a lot of really good memories here. There's a lot that you've learned, but it's time to let it go because you've healed. There's no need in bringing it back up anymore. And this is all internal work that I'm getting. I don't necessarily think this is external. I don't think it's somebody else that keeps trying to come back around. And now you're finally blocking them so they can't even reach out. I don't think that's what this is. I really think this is about a particular situation that happened to you in the past, possibly childhood. And it's just, it doesn't define you. Ooh, that's what it is. You recognize how it doesn't define you. Whatever this energy is, it's a concept of who you used to be. It's not who you are today. And it's not who you are in the future. Like, it's, again, the growth, evolution. You have changed so much. Now, of course, there's going to be people that don't want to recognize that change. That's okay. That's their choice. That's their opinion. They can have whatever fucking opinion they want to have. But you know who you are. And it doesn't really matter what other people. I'm hearing the word or name, Penelope. I don't know why, but I'm hearing Penelope. Anyways, let's move on. What's in the near future for Libra here? In the presence of our Savior. Innocence of Cups. Oh my gosh. So oftentimes Innocence of Cups can be an apology. It's the Page of Cups. Can be an apology, but I'm actually getting the Ho'oponopono prayer. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Ho'oponopono. It is one of the most powerful prayers. It is a Hawaiian sacred prayer. So powerful. Just like that song. Ooh, you really want to just see me cry today. No, I'm just playing. It's the work that you're doing. It's that intense that it is very emotionally charged. Very much emotionally charged. Fears, worries, concerns for Libra. Please and thank you, Spirit. You know, and before I even show you this card, I was thinking, I don't even think they're worried about themselves. I think they're worried about other people. And then I got the Five of Cups here. You didn't want loss to be a thing. You wanted the growth, the evolution, but whoever else was involved with this, their loss in your life, like the loss of their presence, only hurts when you still think that they are the person you believed them to be. But it doesn't hurt as much. You actually hurt for them, for the losses that they've suffered, and they will continue to suffer if they continue to stay in that energy, in the energy of who they are, not the energy of who you thought they were. You know what I mean? The version of them that you thought they were is not real, does not exist. And that's what saddens you. But that's for them. That is their growth journey, should they choose to do that. You know that you have to take a step forward in a different direction. Ooh, what was that? Because you got places to go, people to see. Interesting. I'm actually going to take both of these because, ooh, the Ace of Wands was underneath the Page of Wands. Because that's the next spot in the spread, is how the divine is viewing you. The divine is, you are taking a step in a different direction here. Because again, you have places to go, you have people to meet, you have things to do. You have business to attend. You're choosing to do something with yourself, and because of that, there are opportunities here. You have everything that you need in order to move forward. You are the magician here. And by that, I mean you are the creator of your life. What is it that you want to create? Sometimes creation requires endings. Sometimes you have to use all of your stamina to get through the day. And that's what you're doing here. What's necessary, what's right. You're on a very righteous path here. The goal is temperance and the 10 of Pentacles. You're not rushing anything. You're actually enjoying the process. I really don't care for Miley Cyrus, but I am getting the climb, right? It's all about the climb, or however the song goes. And I do feel like maybe you like the song, or maybe it just resonates, you know, the words, the lyrics. It makes sense for what you're going through. You know how sometimes the radio starts playing a song that you've never heard before, and you're like, that's my song. How did they know I was going through that right now? They released it at the perfect time. Or just before I was going through something, this song came out, and it's like the universe gave me that song to help me get through it. For some of you guys, music is your therapy. Oh, I love that. Be careful who you choose to listen to, of course, but music is your therapy. It's also the Coffin card. There could be somebody in the family that is no longer with you. Maybe that's what's been bothering you all these years. Maybe you're starting to notice little signs that they're still around as you work on yourself, on your intuition, or as you say goodbye is what I'm hearing. I don't think death is necessarily the end for you. It might be the end of the physical relationship you have with somebody, but you're still going to have visits from them. You're still going to smell their, you know how everybody has a smell? You're going to smell them. You're going to notice their favorite flower pop up in your yard, and it never pops up in your yard. So clearly that's a sign. You're going to hear their favorite song on the radio. The one that you sang together is what I'm hearing, Libra. There's going to be all kinds of different ways that they can still reach out to you. You're going to see a certain bird that just stands out to you, and it feels like the bird is trying to tell you something or sit with you for a while and enjoy your presence, and you can just feel the connection, but you're not sure. You can't quite put your finger on it. That's what it is. It's this person coming to visit you, Libra. For others of you, again, this is about that emotional growth after letting go of someone you really thought was a forever relationship. You know, a reason, season, or a lifetime. You really thought this was a lifetime type of relationship, and it was a season or a reason, but not a lifetime. Potential outcome. Hermit and Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the movement or Knight of Swords. Wow, Libra. Yes, pulling back a bit until you're ready to move forward. I think you've been in hiding. Excuse me one moment. So sorry about that. You've been in hiding, which is really just keeping to yourself because you have been working on healing. And as you work through things, you can be sensitive. You can be a little bit, I don't want to say irrational, but like you're going to have your moments where you just need to purge some stuff, you know? And of course, you're not trying to put that on somebody else. So you do that in the privacy of your own safe space, you know, when you're alone and you have a moment to just fucking vent and let it out. And I think that's exactly what you're doing here. I am hearing somebody scream, cry. It's short-lived. It's not very long, but you needed to do that. You needed to get it out. Make sure that you cleanse your space afterwards, though, or ground yourself. Put your bare feet on the ground and scream outside like that. Yeah, it's reminding me of a clip I had seen. I think it was on, I'm pretty sure it was on TikTok. I don't think it was a short here on YouTube, but this guy is, it's a Gwen Stefani song. I think it was Rich Girl. And he screams at the one part. I don't even remember what part it, I think it's right before the chorus. They have that little break in the song, and he, no, 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 and he just, like, brief moments throughout his days, all his days, he'll just randomly, and get out the tension that's built up over the years. And therapists left and right, it had to have been TikTok because other people were stitching it. Therapists specifically were stitching the video, and they were saying, this is brilliant, this is genius. I tell all of my clients that are dealing with specifically PTSD or CPTSD, say that one time slow, and it really is extremely therapeutic. I've tried it a bit myself. I'm definitely not going to do it right now. But why am I still shuffling? Oh, that's so weird. Oh, because we're not done. Yeah, this is something that comes in stages. Interesting, we have the Sage. I'm talking about stages. Stages of mourning, of grieving, and healing. Grieving, mourning, pretty sure that's pretty close to the same thing, but, and healing. I don't think this is your first rodeo. I'm pretty sure you've been through this before. It's not as heavy as it might be coming out in this reading. It's actually a very enlightened energy. It's a very interesting. You got both of the healing cards. The Star in your foundation, and then Temperance in your goal. I think you're just trying to give yourself time and space to heal. There's a place and a time for everything, and I think you are very respectful of that and yourself, not just the people around you. This thing from the past that was coming up, it's not coming up anymore for a reason. This person that kept coming around, I'm hearing every like 6 months or whatever, they're not coming around anymore. They're not even trying to. 6 weeks, 6 months, something like that. Someone kept coming around after a break, timeout. You're healing what's going on within, and you're just not giving your attention or intention to the things that hold you back. Nope, we're not doing that today. We're not focusing on that. Let's get back to this, right? And it's like you're redirecting yourself every time that comes up because you just don't need to be bringing it up anymore. And after a period of time of doing that, it really doesn't come up anymore. It doesn't have to. You've already worked through this. I think it still pulls at your heartstrings, though, because other people need to work on this. And you really still care about them, even though they're not who you thought they were, it's okay. You still want that for them, because that is their potential that you were tapping into, that you were channeling, that you were reading off of them. And you do still want that for them, but that is their choice to make, and there's really nothing you can do about it except for release it. And that is exactly what you're doing as you heal. There could be many people involved in this. I gotta be really honest with you. You keep going, Libra. You got this. I'm gonna leave it right here. I hope this message helps who it needs to, how it needs to. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Until then, stay beautiful.